When Artemis II blasts off for the moon, the 4 astronauts on board will join a group of the most elite human beings.
We have a liftoff.
Only 6 other living people have been to the moon and back.
I just walked up here and I saw this unusual slight coloration in the surface.
Harrison Jack Schmitt has the distinction of being the last man to step onto the lunar surface.
Apollo 17 astronauts Gene Cernan and Jack Schmitt are on the moon.
We were in a valley on the moon deeper than the Grand Canyon. That's a little bit hard to fathom.
At 37 years old, Schmitt, a geologist, became the first scientist to visit the moon, a part of Apollo 17, along with Gene Cernan and Ron Evans.
I got 83%.
Over the 12-day mission, Schmitt would spend 22 hours working on the surface during 3 expeditions.
What do you think were the biggest lessons learned?
We're learning about the sun and about the Earth at the same time.
Understanding the constructs on the moon, we're learning more about the Earth and about the sun.
The moon's been out there recording whatever the sun decided to do for 4.5 billion years. And we're just now beginning to understand, how do we decipher that?
Now, 54 years after his great adventure into deep space, Schmitt is cheering on the new class of explorers in Commander Reed Weissman, pilot Victor Glover, and specialists Christina Cook and Jeremy Hansen.
The crew is going to be busy making sure that everything is properly configured for that flyby. Be ready for anything unexpected, but have a great time. Enjoy it. That's the main advice, is enjoy the mission.
These days, Schmitt can't help but be nostalgic. His crewmates passed away years ago, but even at 90 years old now, the memories of his Star Trek shine bright.
This orange soil turns out to be volcanic ash that erupted about 3.6 billion years ago on the moon.
250,000 miles from home, walking on the moon, planting an American flag, extracting more than 200 pounds of lunar samples,
Get away down there.
including a moon rock housed near Schmitt's home at the New Mexico Natural History Museum.
The sparkling, I just noticed, the sparkles, that's the surfaces of this mineral ilmenite.
Not long after Schmitt returned home, moon rocks were gifted to all 50 states, lunar educational ambassadors.
When I'm talking to young people, having a sample that they can look at and I can talk to is very important for making it real to them.
I was strolling on the moon one day.
Even as he was making history, Schmitt was also looking toward the future.
There's part of the recording of your time on the lunar surface where you said to Gene Cernan,
Well, I tell you, Gene, I think next generation ought to accept this as a challenge. To see them leave footsteps like these someday.
let's see him leave footsteps like these someday. What did you mean by that?
Well, I meant think big.
You think Mars is attainable?
Mars is attainable, and I think we will keep going.
Schmitt talks about exploration with a glimmer in his eye. Even after all these years, the final frontier is still exciting.
What do you see and think when you look up into the night sky?
I notice the moon more than I recall ever noticing it before. When Teresa, my wife, and I are out and the full moon starts to come over the Sandias, it's really a very special experience.
Oh, man, the glimmer is still right there. Joining us now is NBC's Aaron Gilchrist, who is at this Kennedy Space Center. You have had the best a week. I mean, when Schmitt was on the moon, it's so interesting to hear you ask him about that moment where he was talking about a future generation. That was at the height of the Cold War space race, and the 4 Artemis II astronauts, I think they weren't even born yet. What does this generation of astronauts look like, and how do they see him?
You know, it's interesting. You make a good point. I think, you know, nobody under like 55 will think of going to the moon as something that they've witnessed, right? We know it's history book stuff for most people now. And so we've got this generation of young people coming up and this generation of new astronauts who are going to be following in the footsteps of people like Jack Schmitt. And he's very much you know, backing them, right? He told me about all the astronaut classes over the years that have come out to New Mexico to study rocks, to understand these geological formations that are likely to be found on the moon, and how he's invited them all to his home. He and his wife have had them over for dinner every time there's a group that comes out there, because he wants to be connected with these future astronauts, and they can learn from him based on his experience.
Yeah, and I gotta say, there is something about the New Mexico sky when you look up and you see all of those stars. It is something truly, truly magical. I can't wait to see what tomorrow looks like. I know you're out there, Aaron, and yeah, countdown begins pretty soon here. Be ready for anything, I think he said, but enjoy it. What words to live by. Aaron Gilchrist, thank you so much.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.